Hey, today I want to tell you about software called SketchRec, which is the flagship product of my company ImageArt and which can be used for recognition of graphics and text in paper sketches. SketchRec can benefit professionals who want to move quickly from a paper sketch to a presentable entity, that is, a polished image, for example in a final project report or presentation. In ImageArt's website, we list some 11 application areas. That list, by the way, is probably not exhaustive. Here, we are only going to present the first two applications, namely corporate planning and rapid design alterations. In case of the corporate planning, the user might ask how to convert the paper sketch into the presentable entity. The user might be concerned over the time it is going to take to redraw the sketch in Microsoft Visio, OmniGraffle, or a similar application. The user might also resist the notion of having to redraw the original sketch for every variation considered. Once in vector form, the objects in the sketch can be moved around, deleted, or new objects added only through a keystroke or two, hence offering significant time savings. Before familiarizing ourselves with the capabilities of the SketchRec software, let's take a quick look at the user manual. You can access the online version of the user manual simply by selecting the user manual option in the help menu. This brings up a message box with a live link. All you have to do is to double-click on the link. Here you are. Note that this demo is not intended as an exhaustive overview over all the features comprising the SketchRec software. Rather, the goal is to provide a demonstration of some of the primary capabilities, in particular with regards to the automatic recognition of the graphical objects, connectors, and text, as well as the user-friendly graphical interface. While SketchRec also provides capabilities for freehand drawing with the mouse, objects with layered position, insertion of connector with an associated text box, definition of polygon objects, as well as undo and redo, even after clearing the canvas through a file new operation, we refer to the user manual for information on such features. Let's now import a sample image. SketchRec comes with convenient tutorial samples which you can access through the main menu by first selecting File and then Open. Let's load one of the tutorial samples. SketchRec is capable of automatically recognizing graphical shapes, connectors, and areas of text in raster images and converting into vector graphics. We kick off the recognition by selecting Start under the Recognition menu. Before the recognition, notice that the image is partially obscured. After the recognition, notice the recognized image fits entirely within the viewable area. SketchRec is intelligent enough to automatically identify the dimensions of the input image and scale such that it fits within the viewable area. You might also have noticed that SketchRec was able to identify the partial filling in the input image, identify the intended filling color, and provide vector representations of the top and the support with proper filling. To the right, notice the dialog with the recognition statistics. SketchRec classifies the objects recognized by object type. The object types recognized consist of ellipses, circles, rectangles, triangles, polygons, lines, connectors, as well as other objects. The dialog allows you to sort by object type or by frequency. Now, for the purpose of creating the final entity for the project presentation, let's make use of the great touch-up capabilities of the user-friendly graphical interface. First, let's use the object deletion feature to delete the outer rectangle. All we have to do is click on the rectangle and hit the delete on the keyboard. Secondly, let's use the area deletion feature to highlight the green area of text. We can specify font size of 38 point and green text color. To activate the text insertion mode, we simply press the letter A here to the left. Triple click on the canvas and start typing. Upon completion, we can adjust the exact position of the text. So we select the area selection, highlight text, delete, highlight the remainder of the text and delete. The font size is already listed at 38. We specify green color for the text, select the text insertion and start typing. We can easily adjust the text position. As for the ellipse here, let's adjust its position a little bit and expand in size. To activate the resizing feature, all we need to do is double click on the ellipse and drag the anchor in the lower right corner. Drag the anchor and we adjust the position. Then as for the labels here, let's use the area deletion feature again to delete the original areas of text. Let's delete the two arrows, add new arrows using the connector in the drop-down list, specify 18-point font size and black font color. Let's then type in the text as before. So we delete this label, we delete this label and arrow, we delete this label here, as well as this one here. Now we specify black font color, 18-point text, we type in the text as before. We add the arrow from the drop-down list. Actually, it's here. And we type in the text. And then one more arrow for the support. Here we are. As the final touch-up step, let's use the object deletion feature again to delete the isolated items from the base. And let's use the line insertion tool with thick pen rather than the freehand mouse to reinsert the missing pieces and connect with the base. We configure the pen thickness by selecting thick for the default pen under the draw menu. Now we are ready to export the sketch into vector graphics and import into our final presentation. We export the vector graphics simply by selecting Save As under the File menu and typing in the file name. Scalable Vector Graphics, or SVG, is the default archiving format. SketchRec 2.2 also supports PDF, JPEG and bitmap formats. So we select File, Save As. This is our exported image. Hit Save, and we also have the PDF, JPEG and bitmap formats. Upon closing SketchRec, we import the vector graphics into Visio simply by choosing Open under the File menu. File, Open. Here is the exported image. We ungroup it, and then we can copy it into PowerPoint or Word for final presentation. Here you are. This concludes the demonstration. We invite you to take a look at the SketchRec software for yourself. It can be downloaded from ImageArt's website. You are also welcome to contact us with questions or suggestions. We thank you for listening.